There's two different types of maturity. Well, I say two for sure, two main ones. And there's like a egotistical maturity and a spiritual maturity. Like, cause I've been going on in life and realize the more and more I become mature spiritually, the more and more it feels like I'm older than the people who are physically older than me. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, uncles, or people that's just older than me. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to that point where my spiritual knowledge is overpassing that worldly knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like spiritually, I feel like I'm millions of years old, which I really am. I'm infinite amount of years old, you know what I'm saying? But it's a thing that come with spiritual maturity. That's the difference between egotistical maturity. Like, say for instance, at my job, we check IDs of people who enter the store or whatever, and upon entry, like maybe say for instance, somebody that's obviously 60 years old, you ask them for the ID. Some of them like know what a job is and stuff. Matter of fact, are mature and understanding. Like, oh, well, matter of fact, thanks for asking for my ID. You made me feel good. But then you have people who are egotistically mature but spiritually immature as far as like, I mean, you come into a store and they get asked the ID and it's like, oh, you can't see I'm 60 years old, this and that. I'm 60. I could be your daddy, this and that. And it's like at that point right there, I look at them and they feel as though they're like 5 years old, you know, and that's the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's levels to maturity. Like, because when a older person acts in that way, then they're obviously spiritually immature because they haven't reached that level to understand that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a job, you know what I'm saying? People gonna ask for your ID. They don't understand empathy and other things with spiritual growth. So they still kind of act like a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like it's still that aspect of missing maturity. And I say, for instance, they're mature than me when it comes to paying bills and knowing about this how can I say, sensual world. Sorry about that. In this sensual world, I have trouble with that word. In this type of world, we're dealing with materialistic things. That's a better word. And all these items and stuff that people worship, idols and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a maturity with that. Like you understand that part of the world, but it's more spiritual deepness to activities into this world. You know what I'm saying? Like that a lot of older people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like once you get spiritually mature too, along with egotistical maturity, because egotistical maturity is just maturity to deal with the flesh, to deal with this physical world with matter and stuff like that. But spiritual maturity is to deal with extra sensory perception and other things beyond, you know what I'm saying, this matter world, you know what I'm saying? Like with love and unconditional love, like I practice unconditional love on a level that most people don't even use or understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being around conversations of people shushuing about somebody else. I don't like no form of negativity. And yeah, sometimes I sociopathically laugh or whatever. Matter of fact, because I got a grounding stone with me and it won't affect me or whatever. But I don't, if I do kind of jokingly laugh at a joke that's like cynical about somebody, I really don't mean it. And my heart is probably hurting when I even fake the laugh because that's not righteous. Like it's about unconditional love. It's not about shushuing about people. And matter of fact, that's another form of immaturity. How an older person want to tell you how to run your life and this and that, but spiritually they are out of whack and not in tune. Like they gossiping about people, 50 years old, gossiping about people and acting like a little kid and stuff. So it just makes me realize that there's levels to maturity. You know what I'm saying? Some people are mature on a material world level, you know what I'm saying? Like this wall materialism, they know when to pay bills and know about taxes and all that, politics, which is fake and shit. They know about that stuff. That's maturity in the egotistical world. But it takes spiritual maturity to really get that step above. Cause like right now it feels like I'm 100 years older than almost everybody I come across. Like it feels like I've been here, like I'm knowing like the way I carry myself, my unconditional love shows me that, you know what I'm saying, that most people it's hard for them to show that type of love to other people. So I realized that I do have a maturity and I use it. Because I always tell people, if you have the power to be the better person or the mature person in a situation, then do so, you know what I'm saying? So I would never like, when I do make memes or when I do have memes that I repost from other people or stuff about like becoming spiritual and how some people are sheep, I'm not trying to down you or knock you or anything of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Because we all are one. No matter if you're ignorant at the time, because I was once ignorant, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing, understand and grow. But it's just a maturity level that we all should reach and all should know of, you know what I'm saying? But on that note, happy now, stay timeless, you know what I'm saying? You could you could fix the past through now and you could, get what you want to done in the future right now, you know what I'm saying? Everything is about right now, you know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to become famous, how about I make videos right now so I could become famous in the future? Happy now, y'all stay blessed. You know what I'm saying? Stay mature spiritually as well as egotistically. Peace.